Hi, I'm Leanne Renfree. Thanks for joining us on Bent TV, and joining me today for a chat is Sally Conning. Now, you had some business cards printed recently, because I saw that on Facebook.
Yep.
And in fact, I've got a hard copy now with me, and it says Sally Conning, advocate, educator, speaker. Why did you choose those three words?
Educator, I think, was easy because all I try to do with my life is show people, by that people I mean any people, that I'm just me. They might see a trans person, I see me, and I'm just letting them know I am me.
So you might be a trans person, but you're also
Just
a sibling to somebody, you're also somebody that's interested in whatever, has all these facets to you.
Advocate, that came around with Sally Golden and myself one morning at Shepparton.
Yeah.
Sally said, "You're an activist," because we were up in Shepparton at a 3-day forum. And I said, "Sally, no, I'm an advocate because I talk to people. You're an activist because you bop the pollies."
That's true, and it is a clear distinction. And Sally has done some great work over the years of pushing things and I guess, you know, being the rebel rouser and all that sort of thing. But an advocate...
Just talk, just quietly go around your life. Talk to young people if they want a bit of help. Yeah. And I've got a few I'm talking with on Facebook a lot. Young trans people, and they went, "Hey Sally, what do you think of this? Hey Sal, what happened when you did that?" And so that's my advocate work. Yeah. Speaker, I'm speaking now. Yeah,
that's right.
I do guest spots, and I've 5-minute talk, 10-minute talk. My best was an hour without notes at a high school.
That's not bad.
So
how was that? How did that go over?
Very well. The teachers gave me feedback when it had finished that it was the first time they'd had the Year 11s quiet for an hour.
Gee. And that's an interesting age group, because what's that, 15, 16?
15, 16, yeah.
Where anything around gender or sexuality or anything is whatever. As a teenager. Yeah. And we know from some of the research that's come out that young people particularly can be quite cruel and quite trans and homophobic. I know Beyond Blue's done stuff around that age group. And I guess seeing a real live person as opposed to what those preconceptions are might have been really confronting in some ways for them.
Most were really good. There was 3 girls sitting in front of me who were having a bit of a giggle. Yeah. But I got them back really well. Yeah, how did you manage to do that? This is my hair, because I paid for it.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's human hair, it's a $900 wig. And I mentioned that to the young people, and I actually leant across the table and said to the girl who was giggling the most, "Feel that?" And she went, "Ugh!" And everyone laughed at her, and I thought, gotcha.
Yeah, taking it off, take the pressure off you. And
took the pressure off. And
she was being an idiot. So.
She was being an idiot, and to me that's being a bit of an advocate, educator. Yeah. They've learnt little bit by little bit about me. Hey, it's a wig, so...
Yeah, so what?
So what?
Yeah, it's like confronting the issue or bringing it to the fore, not being embarrassed, not being whatever.
My sister and I call it my hat.
So you got a close relationship with your sister?
Great. For my birthday, she actually wrote a card which said, "Love having a sister."
Oh, how beautiful is that?
We had our fights through the years.
Oh, of course, it's a cool family.
Yeah. And in the 70s, we only ever said hi when we happened to both walk through the same drug dealer's front door. So, good relationship with sister. My dad passed away in the 70s. Mum's still alive, 97. Yeah. Doesn't want to meet Sal, but knows all about Sal. Okay. I've got a card produced by Val's Cafe with my photo on it. Yes,
yeah, I know. That was one of the campaigns that you were the pin-up girl for.
Yeah, everyone says that. That is actually stuck on Mum's wall in the nursing home. So she'll talk to Sal about me, but doesn't want to meet me. So it's the only time in my life now that I will put boys' clothes on. Yeah. Well, your mum's what, 97? 97. So I guess that, respect her wishes. And some people say, "Does your mum know about you?" I said, "God, I lived at home for so long," and yes, since I first dressed 60 years ago. Yeah. And you're seeing her. You know, so many times we hear stories about people who are estranged from their families, and you talk about the support work you do. And I guess there's other more formal support networks that we have in our communities.
We've talked previously about Seahorse. There's Transgender Victoria.
That's the peak body. There's
peak
wide
body, that's
gender
right.
for actual support similar
Yeah.
to Seahorse. Minus 18, I guess, if you would
Yeah,
throw the youngies in there.
That's right.
Can't just think of us oldies all the time.
No, well, look at Margot Fink, what the work that she's doing. Yeah.
Then there's Switchboard.
Of course. Well, I guess I've got a vested interest in talking about Switchboard. It's, that's where I work, but Switchboard's been around for 25 years and now we're part of the Q-Life National Network. And I have to say, looking at the stats over the last probably 3 or 4 years, the number of calls around gender diversity and people questioning or raising trans issues has really, really increased. And I'm not sure if it's because it's something that we talk about or if they know more or if people know that the support's there, because we try and have our volunteer counsellors representative of the people that call us. So, you know, we're welcoming of people of right across the diverse range of genders and sexualities on as counsellors because it's peer-based.
Yep.
And also we've got our Out and About volunteer visiting program, and you just laugh because...
I had a chuckle at that because I am one of the volunteers for
That's
Out and
right.
About.
That's right, and you do get out and about.
Yeah.
And although we've found it a bit of a challenge to find older LGBTI people to visit, although we know they're out there, half of the people that we visit identify as older trans women. And I think it's really interesting the level of isolation that those women are facing, whether they're at home or in an aged care facility. So it's great that you're visiting, and I know for a fact that many of them have transitioned later in life and have not met another trans person. So for them to have that experience of having someone one-on-one to talk to is incredibly valuable.
One of the girls that I see quite often, and I've had some fairly in-depth medical type conversations, which I can't and won't repeat.
No.
Because we have the confidence of each other.
Of course.
But I go there for an hour, and it's always 2 hours when I leave.
Yeah.
They just keep wanting to talk and do things and show you things. It's great.
And that's what that bond and that friendship's going to be about. So thank you for being one of our volunteers, and we thank all of our volunteers for participating in the program, because it's a really important thing to be doing, and I don't think people realise how much isolation's out there and how much fear of discrimination that the older members of our community have. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for being on Bent TV. I'm Leanne, and we'll see you next time.